not only his toughness, but the way that he leads and commands the huddle. You knew about the arm talent and all that stuff. Has that been a pleasant development in the way that he's been able to lead?
I saw the leadership in him fairly early. I didn't know about the toughness, to be honest with you. And it's hard to lead if you're not a tough guy. You know, just the physical toughness is one thing, but the mental toughness is another. I've never been around a good leader that wasn't a mentally tough person. He's still learning to lead. He's still learning how to lead a football team. There's a lot of things involved with being a quarterback at this level other than just what you do on Saturday on the field. And he's still developing that way. But obviously, he's had a great start to his career with what he's done this season.
Do you think he knew, that is a weird question, do you think he knew coming into the season how tough he was, even physically with some of the hits he's taken?
Well, he kept telling me he was, you know, but as I was telling somebody a little bit earlier, you know, we don't hit our quarterbacks in practice, so you didn't see him respond to it. His senior year at IMG, he didn't get a hit a whole lot, so you didn't see it at that point. So you really had to go back to his junior year in high school to see him taking those hits and responding. And there's a difference between taking them in high school and taking them in the ACC.
He's very stoic and very serious with us. Is that kind of his personality?
He tries to be, you know, and I don't know if stoic's the right term, but he has a poker face. There's no question about that. And he's not gonna let you see too much of his emotion until he's ready to go.
Michigan, one of, if not the best defense that you'll face this season. What have you seen from them on film? What impresses you most about what they do?
Well, first of all, they got 10 seniors, so they're very mature. You know, the mental toughness, the physical toughness we were talking about. 10 seniors starting on a defensive team is pretty rare at this day and age, to say the least. Their one junior was in New York for the Heisman Trophy ceremony, so you know he's obviously a good player. They've got really good players. They got a really good scheme. Coach Brown has been around a long time, knows his scheme, has obviously done a great job teaching it. They've bought in. And then the way they play offense, too. You know, they're not out trying to run 80, 90 plays, which puts the defense on the field a lot. You know, they understand trying to win games as a team. The offense does their part, the defense does their part, and they try to do their part in the kicking game, and it all fits together. And they've been very successful at it this year.
You familiar with Coach Brown from Boston College? Do they look similar? Has he changed things, or?
They're very, very similar. Changed uniforms, a little more man-to-man now than what they were at Boston College, but they were still a lot of man at Boston College. But the amount of man-to-man has probably increased with some of the fire zones and things like that. It's probably gone down a little bit, but you still see a lot of the same things.
How was Francois' toughness resonated with the rest of the team? Because one thing, you know, for one player to get hit when your quarterback gets hit time and time again, you keep getting up and showing that result. That's got to trickle down that whole offense.
Well, yes, it does trickle down, and especially when a guy is respected for the way he works and things like that. You know, toughness without intelligence doesn't always get you where you want to go. And he obviously has the intelligence, he has the toughness, and when he just keeps responding and does it without pointing fingers, you know, that makes guys want to play that much harder for him, I think. And that's